fine as hell from my head down to my nails.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with a former Viking, Jerick McKinnon, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson to return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
Waiting.
6-man. Check curl. Check curls. Mike, 55.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the curve.
On play action, it's Wentz. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Mike.
Wentz. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
A gain of 14 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's complete to Cooks. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line. Into the red zone. Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it's going to be second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, it's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Second down, McKinnon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. It's complete to Golden Tate. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Golden Tate, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Pollard. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Go. 180. Mike. I'm coming.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Robert Foster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He finds McKinnon, complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down, McKinnon, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On first down, McKinnon again. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Throwing on second down. Dalton. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Dalton sets up play action. To the right side to Eric Ebron.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down now, McKinnon. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Throwing, Dalton, and it's caught. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Brings up second and goal. The Ravens 1-yard line.
They'll run forward Montgomery. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They come out here in the eye. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Running for it, Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. David Montgomery with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They go draw play to McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's McKinnon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
He's not going to get me. They go 368.
Dalton here from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the return will stop right around the 25.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Dalton. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Dalton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Wentz going to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Intended for Miles Boykin. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A final shot before half for Wentz. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Wentz now on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From just shy of midfield, Dalton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's John Simon with a sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come on, D. Shift. Hey.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Open man, here's Foster. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Robert Foster with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now McKinnon. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
To throw here, Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. John Simon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
53 is the mic. It's been a long day for you. 53 is the mic. 53. Silver.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Go. Waiting. Double.
On 2nd down, Pollard looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Let's go.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Listen. I got it. 10-5-7. 53. Check 53. Hey, Haywood. What's your son? 53.
Throwing now is Wentz. He gets it to Cooks. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Wentz now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Lion. What's his son? Great 15.
Wentz. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Banjo.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Here's Dalton. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Here you go, kick.
52.
Throwing again. Dalton. He gets it to Humphreys. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 43. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about it getting it done? Proud of it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick-6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Andy Dalton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Dalton. And he finds Montgomery complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. New England on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And Dalton to throw. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50. 53.
Lefty, lefty.
I got you. Alert 3, alert 3.
Now Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch QB drop. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
You ain't doing nothing today. It's right 57.
53 is the mic. Check 53. Check, 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 check.
Hey, orbit.
Check.
It's grade 15. Grade 15.
53 is mic. Let's go, let's get this.
To throw is Wentz. Got an open man. It's Foster. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
55. Where's 55?
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Slam, slam, slam. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. 56 to Mike.
Back to throw. Wentz. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Mike, what we got? What we got?
Wentz to throw, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
56.
Quarterback, don't get nervous, man.
Here's Pollard. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.